It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these guys want to do now is give it right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about 7 to go now. And on the hill in this one, Babe Ruth.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Astros, Tony Gwynn. And the pitch. Popped up. And that's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mays going back on this one. Calls it in, and there's one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And now, George Brett. Hard hit left side, and that's just foul. Well, the Blue Jays have seemed to go all in on players with MLB dads. What about those advantages, guys that have been around the clubhouse a lot?
They are not afraid. Being in an intense game, 40,000, 50,000 people screaming, that's like being in the backyard for these guys that have grown up with the big league dad coming to the ballpark all the time. So they're very comfortable in this environment.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jimmy Fox. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. And it's off the wall. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Frank Thomas. That one's in there, 0-1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The pitch stays alive. Next offering is down low. Ball 1. And the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fox on third with 2 out. Got him. That's out number 3. So the Astros lead 1. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the first. And starting this one, Jim Palmer.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And he deals. Here's a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next pitch is popped up. Brett settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down.
That is second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Here's Wade Boggs now. And first offering is fouled off. And there's the strike. Righty to the plate. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And off the base of the wall. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Stan Musial next up for the Blue Jays. And it's fouled away. To measure what a force Stan the Man was for the Cardinals, look at his first decade in the league. In those years, he won 3 MVP awards and finished second another 3 times. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's the swing and a miss.
With Musial, it's the consistency that really sets him apart for me. He hit 300 or better in every one of his first 17 seasons in the bigs.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Luis Gonzalez next up for the Blue Jays. Big-time power. And there's a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Throw over to Fox. And Gonzalez retired. That's the third out. Inning over. Nothing doing for Toronto in the first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. And welcome back. Here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Curveball drops in there.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Outfield playing straight up now. And the 0-1. Foul ball there. And a pitch. On the ground to first. And it goes just foul. Fouled off to the right. Got him. One out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
And next to hit for Houston, Joe Carter. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is in for a strike. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
And a pitch. That one hammered left field. That's back. And it's off the wall. And he's got a double. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Joe Mauer. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Kicks and deals. Stays alive.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And here it comes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Into center. Mays should have this one. 2 down. So digging in, Jimmy Rollins. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And now the lefty. That misses, and the count even 1-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the...
And it gets by him. Here's the throw. Here's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. One left for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Willie Mays. First pitch just misses.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why he makes so many great plays.
Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss.
Count is 1-2.
Here comes a pitch. Here's a high chopper. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now Mike Piazza. Good contact guy, good defender. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next pitch is popped up. Chisholm under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Larry Walker next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Carter makes the catch, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. The wind and the pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss. And a quick out, number 1.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Next to hit, Tony Gwynn. Foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. That's in there. 0-2. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better contact hitter than Tony Gwynn. The ball basically stood still for him. If it's near the plate, he'd get the barrel on it. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next to the Astros, the third baseman, George Brett.
So next up for Houston, George Brett.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Next offering is in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. That one's in there, and the count is 1-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is in the dirt. The wind of the pitch. Stays alive. The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
All over that one right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jimmy Fox now at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs. There goes Brett.
Nope,
Pitch is low. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. Here's Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second homer this series, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
And next for Toronto, Brian Roberts.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Ryan.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The 1-2. They say you win. Throw over to Fox. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Number 5.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. on the ground. Throw over to Fox. 2 away now.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And now for the Jays, Wade Fox. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And puts the squeeze on that, and that'll do it. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back now in Toronto, out of the 4th, and now Jimmy Fox. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one drilled left field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. An absolute blast to left. And we are starting over. It's 1-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Change up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And here is Frank Thomas. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
The 0-2. Smash to the left side. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Joe Carter doubled in his first AB. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-0. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Popped up. Roberts on his way over. Snags it for the second out.
Up next to the Astros, the catcher,
and next to hit for Houston, Joe Mauer. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. offering is in for a strike.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and that gives him a lead. It's 3-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Jimmy Rollins up next for the Astros. First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
The pitch. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-0. The pitch. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. In the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. And the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first base. An outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. A wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. Now 1-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Alvarez on the move as he glides back. He makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, left field.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Luis Gonzalez. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
And now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, it looks like he just got out of himself a little bit right there. He's looking for a ball in, and to attack that pitch looked like a half-hearted swing.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Rolls across the diamond. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and they still trail it here 3-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Jazz Chisholm now.
The second baseman, Jazz. Serving.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Gwynn, batting with one down, takes a strike. The next pitch misses, and that's ball one. And here it comes. Trying to bunt his way on. Grabs it barehanded, but no chance. That's an infield single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. Throw safe. Piazza too late with that one. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the pitch. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Brett out on the play.
The first baseman, number 3.
So up next, Jimmy Fox. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Frank Thomas stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The pitch. That one lifted to left. Gonzalez moving under this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. 2 left for the Astros, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mike Piazza. And he deals. There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 33.
Stepping in, Larry Walker. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
And it's even up. Line drive. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Moves to first. And he's back in on a dive. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one carrying, makes the catch up against the wall.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So 2 down now, and here is Brian Roberts. He's 0 for 1. To first, and they've got him picked off. Walker caught the rundown now, and they put the tag on him for the out. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's Yordan Alvarez. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Gonzalez gliding back. Hauls it in for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
The center fielder, Joe.
And stepping in for the Astros, Joe Carter. 1 for 2. Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as 2 relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Dontrell Willis. And he'll do his best to keep this close.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
0-1 now. On the ground, right side. Gathers and throws to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Joe Mauer.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Joe Mauer. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
And that one wrapped foul. Bounced up the middle. On to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 3 and the Blue Jays 1. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Brian Roberts.
Second baseman,
And the right-hander back to work. Out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. That one's in there, 0-1.
Several 0-2 counts in this one. This guy out there has just been attacking the hitters. Really good job so far.
And the righty deals. Fought off foul.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 2 outs, bases empty. Wade Boggs next up for the Blue Jays. That hits the dirt, and that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And a ground ball to first. Fox takes it himself, and that is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here is Jimmy Rollins.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Puts it away for the out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
Now, Jazz Chisholm. Well struck right field. And it hits the fence. The throw into second, and that's a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under it to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Tony Gwynn up next for the Astros. Check on the runner. Chisholm back in on a dive. The lefty to 1-0. Again with a pitch out. The pitch. On the ground, right side. That's a hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. It's 4-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Yeah, the batter now, George Brett. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw safe. Piazza too late with that one. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
And a pitch. Ripped on a line. Willie Mays makes the play. And there's 2 down. And now the first baseman, Jimmy Fox. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He sends it out of here, and they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Frank Thomas getting ready to hit.
Now back, designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, John Smoltz. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Next offering is down low. Ball 1.
No strike.
And a pitch.
Hey. Get down to 1-1.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to the lead. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Line drive, caught. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Stan Musial.
The first baseman, Dan
Palmer back to work. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Short hop liner, handled it short. Fires to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Luis Gonzalez digs in now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And now the count is even. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Whips it to first on the run. And Gonzalez retired.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
So up next for Toronto, Willie Mays. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped into left center, base hit.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
And at first, Mike Piazza, the next to hit. On the ground right side. He handles it himself, and that is the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 7-1. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Joe Carter. First pitch, and he just misses. Righty delivers. The wind of the pitch. And that's ball 2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. He hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And now they turn to Giovanni Gallegos. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do. And now it's going to be Joe Mauer.
0-1.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. That one fouled off. Kicks and deals. Out to short, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Walker pulls it down. One down. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. In there, and it's 0-1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one's gone. A 3-run rocket, his second home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tony Gwynn. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. New pitcher on now, Andrew Kittredge. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Andrew Kittredge.
First pitch just misses. Kicks and fires. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a 1-2. Bounce to the right side. Roberts handles the chance. Tosses to first. He's out. 2 outs. Base is empty. So next up for Houston, George Brett. This guy has turned into a beast. First offering, and it just misses. Left-hand batter waits. And that one sliced foul. Left-hand hitter waits. And now 1-2. That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Out of here. He blasts one out to right, and they tack one on the board. It's 11-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And next to hit for Houston, Jimmy Fox. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss, strike one.
One strike.
The 1-1. That one hit to right. Walker settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Back after this on the show.
Always we know. Just some things we show.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Larry Walker. The pitch. And there's the strike.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Here comes the pitch. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Bauer collects, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next pitch is outside. And he takes a strike. And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he's gotten deep into this game. And at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. In the air, left side, Alvarez. Ranging to his right, grabs it on the run. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. On to the 9th now in Game 3. It's the Astros 11 and the Blue Jays 1. We go to the 9th, so now the Astros designated hitter, Frank Thomas. Kittredge back to work. And that's down and away. Right-hander kicks, deals. Check swing, no appeal. And now 2-0. That one missed. 3-0 down. Called strike right there.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Walker brings it in, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 42,
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And that's in there for strike one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The pitch. The other way. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Not much the defense can do there. They're playing the odds that he'll pull it right at him, but a little slow roller the other way is pretty much indefensible.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. He'll try to strand a runner at second. Digging in, Joe Carter. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Astros 11 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back. So bottom of the 9th, here's a speed threat. Andres Jimenez. The wind to kick the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
And here it comes. And a curve misses outside. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Wade Boggs next up for the Blue Jays. In there for strike 1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The first baseman, number 6, Stan Musial.
Here's a big power threat. Stan Musial. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to...
He pulls it down, ball game. And the Astros slug their way to a win in this one.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
An 11-1 final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.